Welcome to Saturday morning on Bike Racing Without Mercy. I'm Phil Lovett and this is my quest to win an e-cycling race on Zwift. And today it's a Three Sisters climbing race courtesy of Team ZWC, and it is actually packed out with some pretty impressive races. I'm just quickly going to the Zwift Power to see who's on the deck, and it is literally full of people with more than 5 watts a kilogram for their 20-minute power. You've got Tully Lister, indoor specialist. He's got 5.4 watts a kilogram over 20 minutes. But you've also got 5 members of Team ZWC, and they are super light. They all weigh in at 51 to 60 kilograms, and they all have 20-minute power of 5.1, ranging up to 5.8 watts a kilogram. Insane. So there is no way on earth that I'm going to be winning this race today. However, it is also nice to pit yourself against people who are a hell of a lot better than you are, just to see how you stack up. Looks like there's plenty of people in the race. Just looking at Zwift Power, there's got to be a good 30 or so Cat A's, and as I say, there's a hell of a lot of Cat A pluses. I haven't warmed up. I've had all kinds of trouble with the technology. Thanks, Jane, appreciate that. All kinds of trouble with the technology. Sorry. So as I say, oh hey Dean, how are you this morning? How did you go on your Cat C race? I was just saying, this is a super tough one. I'm going to have to race it at my own pace because it's packed out with Cat A's and Cat A pluses, including Tully Lister from Team Indoor Specialist, and a whole bunch of people from Team ZWC, which is a Japanese team full of very light racers. All of these people have 20-minute power north of 5 watts a kilogram up to 5.8 watts a kilogram, and I haven't warmed up because I had all kinds of issues with the OBS software in order to get going. So here we go, and it is going to be 69.3 kilometers. I don't know if that means we've got 2 ascents of each of the mountains for the Three Sisters. Check it out, this is cool. A great Saturday race. Loads of people involved. My heart rate's not working. Oh dear. Thanks, Dean. Let me know how it went now in your race. Yep, this is not the best way to start a pretty brutal climbing race. And we start straight into this nasty little climb in Watopia. I'm not sure if enjoy is the word, Dean, although I do enjoy it really. And I'm definitely not going to try and hang with people who are way better than me. And I've accidentally still selected the Tron bike. I meant to switch to my climbing bike. Put with all the technical difficulties this morning, I'm just happy to be racing, to be honest. You got someone on these mad old bikes. Oh, dear me. Hi, Mark. Hope all's well in New Zealand. Thank you very much. Oh, dear me. My heart rate will be right up there. Oh, Dean, you're in a race. Ah, cool. Sorry, I thought you'd joined an earlier Cat C race. That's my ability to read and ride caught into question. Oh, got to turn the vlog off. Oh. Let me So now I've had a little time to recuperate. You can see what quality looks like and how far I've got to go. I mean, they just left me for dead. And it wasn't like, for me, I was hanging around on that first little climb. I mean, I was out the saddle and 320 to 400 watts the whole way, I think. Oh, hi Mark. Yeah, no heart rate today because I was having trouble with the open broadcast services software, and somehow I had about 3 minutes to go for the live stream. And when I got into the live stream, I didn't have my heart rate connected and synced. I don't know why. It's quite irritating. So apologies for that. So your race, family off to the UK tomorrow, cool. And you're joining us Friday. Oddly enough, I'm out to Miami today. Oops. I'm out to Miami today. And then I'm in New York with work. Did you find any places to hire a bike or gyms to go to while you're in the UK, Mark? Ooh. I was wondering why I was feeling hot. I forgot to put the fan on. Now my legs can really feel it today. I did the hot laps at the Olympic Velo circuit earlier on in the week. I did a really brutal Tempest Fugit flat race yesterday, and I can feel the quads at full tilt. I'm currently racing with a bunch of Cat Bs, and I'm hoping we're all kind of evenly matched. Hoping they don't drop me. Okay, yeah, it's a good idea. There's usually good availability. Yeah, I agree. Without the heart rate monitor, it's definitely tougher because you kind of know when you're bubbling over. Now you'll notice on this climbing race here that the pace has been okay on the flat. That's because people hold back energy for the climbs. Yeah, I've got the fan on now, Mark. Ooh. Yeah, otherwise it would have been emotional because I've also got a light behind me and it's actually quite hot. It's a studio light, or a little mini studio style light. Well, thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Very good of you. Yeah, it was the flat races are not my comfort zone. Well, to be honest, nor are the climbing races. But I was really pleased to hang in to the front group the whole way round. It was very fast. 4.3. Okay, 4.3 watts a kilo at the mile. That's cool. Yeah, yesterday I averaged 4.2 over the flat race with normalised power of 274 versus average power of 273. Once again, turning a race into a time trial. Although in all honesty there was a lot of surges there, and as I say, I was really pleased just to hang and stay with the main group. And the main group included about 7 or 8 Cat A plus riders, and I beat a couple of them, albeit by 0.4 of a second, and for 20th or place or whatever, so not really a big achievement. The average speed yesterday was 47.3 kilometers, and that's the benefit of the draft. Yeah, it was insane speed, and being in the draft with a bunch of people who are fast really drags up the average speed. And if you get dropped, there is literally no way back into that premier group, because even if I was putting down 400 watts all race, I wouldn't have averaged 45 to 47 kilometers an hour, let alone enough to drag them back in. And obviously, as you've just seen, I'm nowhere near 20-minute power. Yeah, Jane, the fan's now on. Is the sound still alright? Yeah, the surges were horrendous for about the first third, and then it kind of becomes more manageable as the body gets used to it. And really, it's a question of hanging in there. And I kind of learnt that on the stage 2 of the Giro di Castelli, where again, at the end of lap 1, I was hanging, all kinds of trouble. Yeah, Alex West is very talented. Oh, thank you, Mark. Yeah, it's always a relief. So we're putting down like a nice tempo here, just under 4 watts a kilogram. People are resting up a bit, bringing the heart rate down in our little gruppetto. Because I think we've got the Three Sisters mountain segment to come any moment. And as I say, it's 67 kilometres this. And normally the Three Sisters lap is about 40 odd. So I really don't know if we're going to hit 1 or 2 of the climbs a couple of times. I hope not. I'm going to race the main climb like we're going to hit it once. Just warming up the hamstrings here. Out the saddle again. I'm hoping to do the majority of the climb seated and spinning, spin to win. Or in my case, spin not to be embarrassed. Yeah, that first one, I'd also got the computer mic turned on, as well as the auxiliary mic. But you learn. Now, I wasn't going to race today, but because it's my last day for a couple of weeks really, before I'm away in Miami and then New York, I wanted to kind of go out on a bang. And here we are, started the KOM. Just going to race my own race up this climb, aiming at about 275 to 310 watts. See how I feel. And see, I'm trying not to overreact when people drop my wheel, and do the minimum possible to get back on. See how long this lasts. I know the draft is definitely on for this race. A long way to go on this climb, and it does include the radio tower. Starting to work really hard now. Yeah, Jane, you're the support vehicle and director supportive. Jane's my partner. Very accepting of all my madness. Oh, cheers, Mark. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it kind of fun, and it is, after all, a journey. I'm 45 years old. I'm never going to be a pro cyclist. Certainly don't earn my money off YouTube or Zwift or anything like that. And I think I'm hoping people do see the pleasure in just trying to do a little bit better yourself each time, because that's where the real race is at. Are you making little improvements in power, watts per kilogram, or indeed just racecraft? Racecraft is better than just power improvements because it stops you wasting energy. And my racecraft still needs a lot to be desired. Just let my power drift a bit too much there. Hey Joe. Yeah, appreciate you tuning in very quickly. I know it's a work day today. Love you too. Joe's my sister. I'm just trying to ride within myself, as I say. I kind of hope that there's people up ahead, like C Jumbo, who burnt too many matches and have been dropped, and we'll come past them. I'll take a turn on the front in a second. Hi Tina, thank you very much for joining. Yeah, I've only got into e-cycling really since August 2018. I've never ridden a bike prior to that, really. Well, not since I was a teenager. And it has done immeasurable things for my general fitness, well-being, feeling good about life, and also weight. It's when combined with strength training like CrossFit, or I do sort of lower rep stuff, it's a really good way to stay fit with a healthy body weight, but also flexible and strong with good bones and good ability to process carbohydrates, because that's what the combination, to my mind, of strength training and cardio can bring. But you already know that. Yeah, you can definitely ride for a team in e-sport racing. There's loads you can join, right up to some of the teams who are participating today who are much better than me. Like Indoor Specialist and Team ZWC. Dirt have some great teams. Vision. Canyon is an amazing ladies team, stacked out with pro riders. Just got to put a bit of investment here in the power. Ooh. This Tron bike appears to climb quite nicely. Cycling Hub are setting up a team. And I think there's a whole series of pro and amateur events this year. And indeed, last weekend, on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I rode a 3-stage race called the Giro di Castelli, and it was amazing. A little taste of what it's like to be a serious cyclist, not a pro, because each of the Giro di Castelli stages were 40 minutes to an hour and a half. Oh, right. Yeah, I do think some of the older competitors have great power and endurance. And, you know, if they're good, experienced bike racers with good race craft, i.e. know when to burn their matches and invest, you see them doing really well. Like Tully Lister, he's way ahead at the front of this race for indoor specialist. He's got like 5.5 watts a kilogram, 20-minute power, and he's a veteran, which I think means over 40. I'm 45. And I think with Zwift and CV Arcade and people heavily investing in physical esports, it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. As some of the esports leviathans in Europe and also America build their own teams and stage their own events. I really appreciate the chat from everybody. It takes my mind off the effort. Yeah, definitely, Mark, that was my journey. In August 2018, I weighed 74 kilograms. And just by gradually building up the effort on the bike, the intervals, the intensity and the time ridden, plus maintaining strength training and eating sensibly, including more carbohydrates than I'd been eating before, I dropped from 74 to 67 kilograms without any adjustments really to food other than to eat more carbs. And then you're seeing at the moment my little fat loss phase, where after a holiday I was 67.5 and I drop to basically 64.5 without much discomfort at all. It's just eating healthily and consistently and consistent training plus intensity. I might give that a go, Tina. I haven't really listened to music while training for either strength or cardio. But yeah, definitely something for me to try out. We're just seeing C Jumbo come into view. He's still putting out good power, or she's still putting out good power. north of 4 watts a kilogram. So probably will latch onto this group. If we catch him or her. Suffering a little bit here. Get the power up a bit more. Starting to suffer now. Keeping the cadence high. Trainer difficulty, 75%. I got dropped at the beginning because at the first climb I was putting down 300 to 400 watts. It's only a short climb, but others are way better and more punchy than me. Yeah, so the first climb's inside the first 5 minutes. I wasn't looking to stay with them. The people at the very front of this race have 5 to 5.8 watts a kilogram for their 20-minute power. Mine is 4.6, and I'm all in. Hey team, good luck today on your CV Arcade World Championship Series. Yeah, so Mark, yeah, if you can drop a few kilograms and hold 20-minute power of 325, you will destroy people on the flat races, me included. I think you told me that. Just got to get back in here. Yeah, I'm going to hide in those wheels, Mark. Sorry, Tim. Good pace up this mountain because the draft is on. I think it might be double draft as well. Heart rate's not working, Tim. Yeah, we've pulled C Yumbo back. Some nasty little flat into sharp inclines here. This is tough. Oh, burning myself out a bit there. Yeah, out the saddle. Don't like it. Thank you, Tina. Appreciate your lovely comments. Trying to recover now. Bring the heart rate down a bit. Yeah, we got double draft on, Tim. So that helps. Try to get the RPM up. Spin to win. Yeah, the people at the front, Tim, our ZWC team, indoor specialists and others, all light, all with 5 to 5.8 watts a kilogram, 20-minute power, compared to my 4.6 on a good day. Trying to bring the heart rate down. Not interested in people going for the KOM best time. I want to reel them in, Tina, on the steep bit. Hopefully. Cheers, Tim. Here we go. It's going to get emotional. Diesel engine time. This is disgusting. Here we go. In answer to your question, Tina, catching the person in front. This is tough. Cheers, Mark. That's helpful. Climb to the radio mast on live stream. (40:42). I just lost my screen for a bit there, having to play around to get it back. My sweat hit the mouse button. That was emotional. Technically, as well as physically. Thanks, Tina, I'll try. My descending's not good. Right. Over 8% incline for me, 60 kmh. You can go into the aero tuck, bring your heart rate down. Appreciate everyone's support up there. I'll come to your supplement question in a sec, Tina. But yes, but not beta align. God dear me. Yeah, I'm hoping to get... Oh, he's dropped. The person I was going to catch has just pulled out the race. And that's assuming others don't catch me. Carbohydrates are in this drink. Oh. Oh. Come on, faster. Yeah, Tim, I agree. But I'm trying to catch the person in front and they're going too slow. Oh. The heart rate will be down in about the 165 level now. Have we got heart rate? Oh. Oh. No, I don't use beta align. I have amino acids from Phil Richards. Because I train early in the morning, I need stuff that gets into the bloodstream really quickly. Obviously I eat lots of carbs throughout the previous day, so the muscles start full of glycogen. So what I have first thing, 6 AM here, is an amino acid supplement. One sec. And that delivers the building blocks for protein straight into the bloodstream and into the muscle. Amino acids go straight into the bloodstream and help prevent muscle damage. Loads of water, coffee to stimulate the adrenaline and cortisol, and also a carb drink, branched cyclic dextrine, much smaller molecules than say sugar, and therefore get absorbed into the blood much faster. And so the branch cyclic dextrine I took on at say 6:15 is helping now because it's already been in the blood. It'll be coming to the muscles, and I've got some more branch cyclic dextrine and amino acids and a bit of coffee in this to keep the muscle glycogen topped up. I can't believe there's still 41 kilometers to go. Got to pace myself now. So Escotto is doing 3.7 watts a kilogram. If I can do 3.9, I'll reel him in or her in. Come on, aero tuck. If I was pedaling, I wouldn't go a lot faster than this. And I wouldn't hit 75 kmh either. All right. Here we go. Now Tina, because they have numbers and they can rotate through and give each other the benefit of the draft, I protect each other from the virtual air resistance. They may well catch me on the flat, so I can't burn myself out. I'm aiming for 260 watts really. Just trying to find my rhythm. Yeah, that's just the power bursts to enable me to get back into the aero tuck faster mark. Here we go. There's the 260. Now on the flat, I understand it's just absolute power that matters, whereas on the climb, it's watts per kilogram. So I have to put down more watts a kilogram on the flat to catch them. Just trying to find that right gear. I'm on cadence at 100. Breathing, deep breaths. There we go. This will be just a slow, relentless reeling in, nothing punchy, preserving energy, minimizing surges. I'm hoping he or she will evaporate on the mountain climb for the volcano. Oh, thanks for clarifying, Mark. Oh, this is horrid. You've got to ride yourself into it. Don't let up. It's harder to get back on the rhythm when you let up. Yeah, that makes sense, Mark. It says it's 63 kilometers and I've got 37 to go. I'm in all kinds of trouble if that's the case. I think that means it's 2 laps by 6 climbs. I will try, but the next group is very aspirational. But I have a diesel engine here, and if people tire faster than me, I hope to reel them in. Yeah, I'd love to be able to draft and relax, but I don't want to go into the group behind. I need to get into the group in front. The group behind may just bring me back. Not even at halfway. Ha! Oh, is everything okay, Mark? You guys just shrug it off. That'd be like a major calamity, a tiny earthquake here in the UK. Yeah, the group behind are gradually bringing me back. And the person in front is staying away. About the same distance. Because I'm putting down 250 watts, they'll be putting down a bit less, but going faster in a group. Thank you, Tina. We've got a nasty 8-minute climb coming in a bit on the Volcano, where my weight will help, but I think the ones behind are quite light as well. Hey, cycling schemo. Cycling Schmo, thank you very much for joining. It's the Three Sisters climbing race, potentially 2 laps. So it's that nasty 2-minute climb in Watopia, then the mountain route to the radio tower, and we're just about to do the Volcano. But we go around the base of the Volcano first, and then we ascend. Ah, John, definitely agree with that. That's wise tactics. But this is my last race for a couple of weeks. Yeah, they're bringing me in anyway. Maybe you're right. It's my last race for a couple of weeks, and I want to go out in a bang, but also I will drop them on the climb. Well, that's my intent. Oh, crikey. One of Jane's emails came through. I went to click it off and just lost both of my screens. Yeah. Yeah, John, I'm debating whether or not to do what you say, because there's a long way to go. Yeah, I mean, some of the teams ZWC are weighing in at 50 to 58 kilograms. I'd love to join Escotto. I'm going to see if I can reel him in on a climb, or her in on a climb. Because I'm going to try and put down 4 to 4.5 watts or more per kilogram on the climb. And this kind of 210 to 250 watts has certainly brought my heart rate down. The heart rate monitor's broken. Well, it didn't sync up and I didn't have time to reconnect it. What's my average mark? Is it still 4.2? So that's not bad, 36 kilometers in just over an hour with 745 meters of climbing. Obviously a nice descent as well. Okay, we're going to start the KOM shortly. A few carbs. Yeah, I was using the aero tarmac, hence those power surges. You got to kind of put down some big power every so often to get back in the aero tuck. Here we go. Don't burn yourself out, Philip. So Escotto, yeah, it's putting down some decent power. Here we go. Get for the rhythm. Deep breaths. Yeah, Escotto. Oh, I thought he quit. No, my error. Hey Tony, good to see you. I didn't exactly roll out of bed. I had a nightmare technically. Only just got into the race. Six minutes 42 for the fastest up here. I might be 8 minutes. Of course they're drafting probably. It's a shallow hill, so you can draft. Thanks Tina, hoping to. The ones behind are catching me as well though. Cheers, John. Really appreciate that. Have a good ride. Weather's looking perfect. Certainly here in London. Past over the top, if I can. Oh. Wow. Got to him, Tina. Wow. Cheers. They took a lot out of me, that, did they? Yeah. Cycling Smo. The up and Zwift honestly is a little bit easier because it's a relatively consistent gradient and climb, and so you can get into a rhythm and stay in that rhythm. Whereas the Three Sisters, it's got all kinds of different gradients. Power ones like this. The mountain climb in between. And then the radio mast. Disgusting. And out the saddle. Yeah, the people behind are catching us. We've eased off a bit too much on the descent. Now I really don't know what comes after this, because normally we'd be sprinting for the finish on the Three Sisters. So I'm guessing maybe we end on another climb of the mountain route, but I really have no idea. Cheers, Tina. Really appreciate the support. Got to stay away from the others now. Thank you, John. Much appreciated. Nice one, John. Snug as a bug in a rug. Hope you lay it up so you can take some off when you've warmed up. Thanks for the update, Mark. "10 minutes or 10 seconds. Yeah, the radio tower is emotional. I want to give a thumbs up to Escotto, but I can't because I've got my open broadcast software open. Oh, thanks for clarifying. It says 1 minute now. Oh no, he's dropped out. There's some Cat Bs at about a minute behind, and C Jumbo 1 minute 10 it says. Oh. The support is really amazing, thank you. Oh, I reckon it is another climb up the mountain route. 21 kilometers to go. Nice one, Dean. Hope you enjoyed your race. Hope you placed all right until you had to stop. Did you get to the top of the radio tower? Yeah, you did. Sorry, just reading it properly. Yeah, I need to draft a bit more. I'm hoping he just pulls through. Because believe it or not, I prefer to stay at the 220 odd watts to recover, because I find it harder to get going again if I drop into the 175, 200 range. Thanks, Tina. There's others who are way better than me though, but I enjoy going uphill. Right, here's the moment of truth. Are we going up the short climb? Yep. Okay. Gotta brace myself now. Jane, if you're watching, can you get me a drink, please? Yeah, the radio tower again. Miserable. Get my rhythm. Sorry, I got dropped there. Wasn't concentrating. I'm hoping the KOM just before Mark. Oh, thank you. That's great. Appreciate that. There's my director sportif in the car, replenishing bottles. So Tina, we got this little climb here where we're both holding back a lot. Then we'll come in about another 10 kilometers after this, the mountain route again, same one as before, and that climb to the radio tower potentially. Yeah, we'll do, Mark. But the others are coming back. He won't come through. I can yet implode, Tina. I'm feeling right on the limit at the moment. I hope you're both right. We're well happy. I'm hoping Gotto will come through now. He keeps easing off. Unfortunately, with the draft boost, I can't activate it because I've got my open broadcast software open rather than the Zwift screen. And I do think actually the power-ups are banned in this race because it's double draft on anyway. Thanks, Jane. Trouble is, Gotto is easing off too much. We'll get caught like this. Oh. So I'm doing 200 watts and he's not coming through. Yeah, thank you, Tina. I'm hoping I've got it. Yeah, that's the benefit of the draft. Come on, come through, Gotto. Now he tries to drop me. Yeah, I'm burning out here. Silly boy. Oh, okay. Yeah, recover. Definite. Learning the lesson the hard way, Tina. Sustaining about a minute on the chasing group, so I can pamper myself a little here. But yeah, they're reeling us back in. 51 seconds, 47 seconds. Yeah, it would be great. I could message him via the keyboard if I had the screen open, and we could hash the plan there. Yeah, the 56 behind, I think, still. They're resting up ahead of the mountain also. Alright, here we come. You can just see the arches now for the KOM to begin. 11.6. I reckon it might be the radio tower. Calm yourself, Philip. Okay, 260 to 280 watts tops. Find that gear. I think he's dropped. Sure is, Tony. Thank you, Mark. That's helpful. Looking to go above 4. Oh man. Come on, find a rhythm, Philip. Make it 250 to 270. Ride yourself into it. I'm getting reeled in here. I am imploding, Tina. Here we go, diesel engine. Sorry, I'm really struggling here. Oh dear. Thanks, Jane. I'm in a world of misery right now. As you can see from the power. Yeah, I'm really imploding here. Hoping to ride with the other two when they come through. Cheers, Tony. No. He's broken me there. Sprint. Thank you, Tina. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be sprinting. Oh. Oh. Yeah, let's hope for mechanical failure or Wi-Fi failure, Tony. Ugh. Thanks, Tina. I'm clinging on for grim death here. Thanks for your support. It really is spurring me on. I am on the verge of imploding. My heart rate would show that. Were it working. Cheers, Dean. That works all right. I am going to try and storm this hill like a Second World War movie. I'm riding myself into this hill, I think. Hoping we get a downhill bit after the KOM Tina, but I fear it might be the radio tower to the finish. Oh. There we go. See Yao. Confident. Trying to stay in this person's wheel. Oh. Oh dear. I don't know if that 3k includes the radio mast though. It would determine if I sprint or not. Not that I can sprint, who am I kidding? Oh. It does include the radio mast. I can tell. 1.9 to go. All right, here we go. Bonus climb, yeah, beautiful. Desperately searching for a lower gear. Oh. Oh. Cheers, Tina. Cheers, Mark. Oh. Wow. Excuse me 1 second. It's good. Wow. Stay here. Oh. Oh. Wow. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate the support. I gotta be honest with you, there were times where I just wanted to stop, and the only thing that kept me going, genuinely, the only thing that kept me going was the support on the live stream. I really appreciate everyone's encouragement. I got about a third of the way or a quarter of the way into that climb to the radio mast, and my cadence dropped to kind of 60 RPM, and I just wanted to stop. But super happy to have gutted that out, and thank you, Tina. Yeah, I'm really happy to have clawed people back. I think when I look at the caliber of the people that are racing in this ZWC race and the 20-minute power and all that kind of stuff, I think top 15 is cool. And I'm pretty happy, I think, with the time. I think it was about an hour and 8 minutes. Sorry, hour and 8 minutes. 2 hours and 8 minutes. Averaging 3.9 watts a kilogram, and that's pretty high over that kind of time. Obviously, I'd have liked to have been at 4 watts a kilogram because it looks tidier. Whew. But I feel a real high, massive endorphin rush. Yeah, I mean, Tina, this is definitely the hardest race I think I've ever done. Let me turn off the air. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the hardest race I've ever done, because the Alpe d'Huez Zwift race, the Tour of Fire and Ice, and you tend to go through the hilly route to kind of get there. That's difficult, but it's just one climb. It's about 1,150 meters or so up the Alpe. But once you've found your rhythm, you can just about kind of keep it, and in a 75% trainer difficulty, which really simulates a 32 cassette on the rear, you can stay seated for literally most of the Alpe climb and really pace yourself nicely, changing up the gears on the hairpins where the gradient flattens off to sort of deploy a little bit more resistance and power, and then changing back down after you come off the hairpin. And so, the Alpe is a nasty course, but not miserable. The worst I've ever done, actually, I have done one worse. It's the full Uber Pretzel, where you take in all of the climbs, you take in every piece of track within Watopia, and it ends on the Alpe d'Huez Zwift. And I think I did it in something like 4 hours and something. And the final climb up the Alpe d'Huez Zwift is emotional. But in terms of a proper nasty race, yeah, this is definitely the toughest. And I'm super elated to have completed it. And I really enjoyed all the chat about health and fitness, supplements, tactics. Yeah, definitely appreciated the tactical advice as we went through, because it really takes your mind, off the suffering, as it were, or the power deployment, and the ability to exchange ideas and experiences is really lovely. I've also vlogged a little bit. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm not going to be live streaming because I'm in Miami, then New York. But I've got some nice videos dropping in terms of the continuation of the fat loss series, but also I've got a comparison of a best effort climb up Alpe d'Huez on Zwift versus my best efforts climb up Alpe d'Huez in real life. I think that's going to drop over the next week or so, to supplement the fact that I've got no live streams coming. And also today, if you like your e-cycling, go to the CV Arcade YouTube channel, because they've got a really cool product where you steer and there's like an equalization of people's power, so that someone with tons of watts compete against someone with less experience and less watts. And there's a lot more skill in terms of staying on the track and steering and all that kind of thing. And it's the World Championships for CV Arcade today. Tim Fulford is racing in it. He won the national championships last weekend, and they have prize money and all that kind of stuff. And it's a series of races over the weekend. So yeah, if you get any time, check it out, because it's a very different kind of racing to Zwift, but it's really absorbing. And I'm going to give CV Arcade a go probably in sort of January, once I get my technology sorted out. Hey Mark, yeah, I mean, if you improve your FTP in terms of watts per kilogram and maintain that 325, but drop a little bit of weight, you're going to be like an act of war on the flat stages. And so yeah, I look forward to racing you at some point. We need to find a time that suits New Zealand and the UK, because it'd be really cool when you're ready to race, any of you. I'd love to race people. I'd love to race people who are better than me, definitely, as well, because it really drags up the standard. Anyway, it's my boy's 16th birthday today, so I've got to get cleaned up and ready, take him to the gym, and then we're going out for a few little treats and a bite to eat. But in the meantime, for those who are aficionados of watts, revolutions and BPM, please do check out my stats on Zwift Power, Strava and Zwift Companion. And please remember, whoever you are and whatever you do, live, thrive and subscribe.